Ladies and gentlemen, we have breaking news. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really didn't. The story came out, and I didn't rush to it. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I wanted to take a double take. A lot, so much stuff is going on with Brandon Miller off on the floor. Lord have mercy, we got to take it off the floor. But seriously, um, there's been a wrongful, lawsuit filed against Hornets forward Brandon Miller. The Hornets rookie is a defendant in the lawsuit. So clearly you see what's going on here. Now I could kind of understand why we could see Brandon Miller and he's not playing up to par. He's getting to all his spots, but he's missed. Something's going on mentally. And now I see what's going on. I thought we was putting this behind us, prior to when he got drafted, but clearly this is back on the horizon. Like I said, the players Darius Miles, Michael Davis, and Charlotte Hornets rookie Brandon Miller. Miller has found himself in this. Like, if I'm LaMelo Ball, like if this thing blow up in everybody's face, if you have the Miller situation, if you have the Miles Bridges situation, I mean that's too many situations. I mean, if I'm LaMelo, I'm asking out of Charlotte, especially if this thing spiral completely out of control, where Miller is not able to be on the floor. Well, we don't even know the true ramifications of all of this. But clearly, Charlotte is going into the regular season with a big-time distraction. A 23-year-old woman, Jonah Harris, was fatally struck, in Tuscaloosa near the school's campus last January. Miles and Davis were charged with capital punishment, while Miller has not been charged with the crime and has been witness. So they're trying to say that Brandon Miller is a cooperating witness. He telling everything, according to reports, and like I said, this is what the reports are saying, like, listen, this is another thing for all the kids that's listening. Do not do crimes. Do not do, and all this stuff is alleged. I'm not saying Miller did. I don't know what happened. They're gonna have to go through the process. But all the kids that's listening to Flight Sports TV, go to school, do the right thing. Do not involve yourself in crimes, because all of the people that you hang with, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna tell everything. You understand? And then everybody's going there. So all of the people, oh yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm the dude. When it gets serious and they put that pressure on somebody, they're gonna tell everything. So be very wary of what you're doing out here. And like I said, it's crazy. It said that Miller was asked to bring, that thing, before picking him up, but Miller did not touch it and never knew it was, bad activity involving the thing, so it's crazy. I know that they is in Tuscaloosa, so he probably thinking, I don't know, because, in the South it's different compared to other cities, so I don't know what exactly he was thinking, but clearly things went south. And I want to give some quotes. It says that they would like to hear testimony from all three of the young men involved concerning what they did, said, and saw. The family would like the opportunity through their attorneys to investigate why and how the thing was brought to the scene of the confrontation that resulted in the loss of the daughter. Once we have the opportunity to evaluate the evidence in the case, we can make decisions about the degree of culpability, if any, of each. So clearly, these people, they want to know what's going on with Brandon Miller. They see this man off in the NBA, drafted #2 overall pick, and like I said, this is why Brandon Miller, I could see something was going on mentally. Now I see what the problem was. Miller got to get himself together, man. I'm telling you, because he could be sidelined behind this. We don't know the full ramifications of all of this. The U.S. Courts systems, a person can be liable in a civil action, but not guilty of a criminal act. this is the attorney John Robbins, who is representing Michael Davis, stated, "I am surprised that in this lawsuit has been filed. This suggests all parties' new lawsuit has been on the cards for some time." So clearly this thing is getting crazy with Brandon Miller. He just found himself in a world full of trouble. And I hope this thing get resolved, because I see why he's not able to play up the part. Brandon Miller is not focused, y'all. Brandon Miller is not on. Something going on mentally with this kid. And I remember when all of this came out, I would have never thought in a million years that the Charlotte Hornets would be involved in this, but they have involved themselves in this. And this is why they should have seriously considered drafting Scoot Henderson. No, I understand all of the issues. You already was dealing with a situation with Miles Bridges. Serious. Serious as it gets. You had a situation going on with James Bouknight. He had his escapades. Even though it's starting to look like he's, off the floor issues are starting to slow down. You have the Kai Jones, and then you bring in this situation with Matt. It don't seem like it was thoroughly calculated. I think that this, like I said, the way you surrounded him, and this goes back to the situation that Austin Rivers was alluding to. Now, I'm not agreeing with Austin Rivers, but when people say these things and things like this occur, it has legs. So they gotta make sure that they don't, they don't give this thing, legs. But at the end of the day, we here now. And all of these guys, they need to get focused, man, on the floor. They need to be following and trying to do the things for LaMelo Ball to take their games to the next level. Because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. It's not about getting in trouble, committing issues, and things of that nature, taking you off the goddamn floor. Nobody wants to see that, And Brandon Miller has found himself in trouble. And let's see what happens. Let's see the true ramifications of this whole ordeal. When is this going to end? Keyword, this thing has to end. Nobody wants to see this rolling into the season. It'd be detrimental, at the end of the day. But it is what it is. It's Flight Sports TV. You know what it is. Hopefully Brandon Miller could get this thing rectified, and he could get himself situated, and they could really do something out here. But we're gonna be monitoring the situation. Make sure you subscribe to Flight Sports for more news, updates, and more. Peace and love.